Cyrus the Great is celebrated in ancient history as a legendary leader, known for his remarkable conquests and the founding of one of antiquity's most powerful empires, the Achaemenid Persian Empire. His ascent to power marked the overthrow of the Medes' dominance over the Persians and the fall of the Babylonian Empire. Cyrus belonged to a lineage deeply rooted in Persian royalty, following the reigns of his father, Cambyses I, and grandfather Cyrus I, monarchs who left an indelible legacy. The lands under Persian control in Mesopotamia were not highly fertile, making them less suitable for agriculture. These territories were overtaken by the Medes, who organized a strong army to dominate the region. The Persians, among the subjected peoples, were forced to pay heavy taxes, a significant burden that shifted much of their wealth to the conquerors. This marked a stark contrast to their earlier autonomy in governing their own lands. However, the situation changed dramatically when Cyrus succeeded his father and inherited the Persian throne. Astyages, the king of the Medes, assigned his general Harpagus to lead the Median army against Cyrus. According to the historian Herodotus, General Harpagus defied the king's orders, secretly aligning with Cyrus and pledging the support of the Median army. In 553 BC, Cyrus initiated a rebellion to establish his own empire, with his first major victory occurring in Ecbatana, the Median capital ruled by Astyages. Ancient records, including the Cylinders of Nabonidus and the Nabonidus Chronicle, provide insight into these events. These sources reveal that Cyrus, then king of Anshan, boldly challenged Astyages with a relatively small army in 553 BC. The Median kingdom was fractured, as sections of its army and nobility defected to Cyrus. Astyages, stunned by Harpagus' betrayal, saw his rule unravel. The rebellion, fueled by Cyrus and supported by Harpagus, quickly succeeded. Their combined forces defeated Astyages, capturing him and ending his reign. Cyrus rose as the new ruler, founding the Persian Empire and ushering in a transformative era for the region. Following Astyages' defeat, Cyrus spared his life and solidified alliances by marrying his daughter, Achaemenid. This political maneuver was aimed at pacifying the peoples previously loyal to Media, reinforcing Cyrus' position as the leader of a burgeoning empire. By adopting Astyages as a father figure, Cyrus firmly established himself as the new king of the Medes. It is widely acknowledged that Cyrus the Great assumed control of all the territories previously conquered by the Medes, which, as Herodotus noted, encompassed nearly all of Asia except Assyria. During the height of his military campaigns between 546 and 539 BC, Cyrus expanded his empire even further, bringing additional lands under his rule, as documented by Herodotus. With Astyages removed from power, all of his vassals, including members of Cyrus' own family, came under Cyrus' direct authority. One notable example was his uncle, Arzames, who had been the king of the city-state of Parsa during Median rule. Arzames was required to relinquish his throne, but the transition appeared to proceed without conflict. He retained a position as the nominal governor of Parsa, now serving under Cyrus' administration. Additionally, Cyrus appointed his cousin Hystapes, Arsam's son, as satrap of Parthia and Phrygia. Through these actions, Cyrus successfully united the Achaemenid realms of Parsa and Anshan under the Persian crown, further solidifying his authority and the foundation of his vast empire. Cyrus the Great's other major conquest was the kingdom of Lydia, a wealthy and influential realm in Asia Minor, ruled by the renowned King Croesus. Known for its immense riches, Lydia became an attractive target for Cyrus. Croesus, who was both an ally and brother-in-law of the Median king Astyages, vowed to avenge Astyages' downfall after learning of his defeat by Cyrus. This promise of retribution set off a series of events leading to a significant conflict between the two rulers. The first major battle occurred at Tyria, a city in Cappadocia, where the armies of Cyrus and Croesus clashed. The battle ended in a stalemate, with heavy losses on both sides. Croesus decided to withdraw to Sardis for the winter, but Cyrus pursued him. A second encounter near Thymbra proved decisive, as Cyrus employed dromedaries to disrupt the Lydian cavalry, forcing Croesus to retreat to his capital, Sardis. After a strenuous 14-day siege, Sardis fell to Cyrus' forces. The conquest of Lydia not only expanded Cyrus' empire, but also demonstrated his tactical brilliance, setting the stage for his future campaigns. By the mid-6th century BC, Cyrus likely extended his rule to include all of Armenia. Among Cyrus' many achievements, his capture of Babylon in 539 BC stands as the most renowned. This conquest showcased Cyrus' strategic ingenuity. According to Herodotus, Cyrus utilized a canal previously excavated by Queen Nitocris to divert the Euphrates River into a basin. This lowered the river's water level, enabling the Persian forces to cross the riverbed on foot. The tactic allowed Cyrus' army to infiltrate Babylon under the cover of darkness, catching the city by surprise. On October 12, 539 BC, Cyrus entered Babylon without facing any resistance, capturing King Nabonidus and solidifying his reputation as a masterful conqueror. The city ultimately surrendered to Cyrus, who made his triumphant entrance on October 29th, signaling the end of Babylonian rule and the beginning of a new era under Persian dominance. This event marked the conclusion of the Semitic ruler's reign in Mesopotamia and the Middle East, establishing the first global power of Aryan origin. With Babylon's fall, Cyrus assumed the title King of Babylon, solidifying his status as a prominent figure not only among the Persians but across the entire region. Inheriting the vast territories of the former Babylonian Empire, Cyrus faced the significant challenge of unifying and administering these diverse lands. Remarkably, historical accounts suggest that the transition of power was relatively smooth, with Cyrus encountering minimal resistance in pacifying the newly acquired regions. With Babylon under his control, Cyrus gained access to immense wealth and influence, further enhancing his stature as one of history's most powerful and celebrated rulers. The Mesopotamian river valleys provided a stable foundation for agriculture, while the Mediterranean coast offered valuable resources for trade and access to critical trade routes. Under Cyrus the Great's reign, the Persian Empire thrived, emerging as a dominant power in the region. To commemorate this achievement, Cyrus commissioned the creation of a document known as the Cyrus Cylinder. Written in Babylon, it aimed to enhance Cyrus' reputation while discrediting the former Babylonian king, Nabonidus. In the cylinder, Cyrus is depicted as a divinely chosen ruler, attributing his conquest to the favor of Babylon's god, Marduk, who is said to have been displeased with Nabonidus and sent Cyrus to take the city. The Cyrus Cylinder, often regarded as an early declaration of human rights, reflects Cyrus' dedication to improving the lives of his subjects. His governance was distinguished by an unprecedented level of tolerance toward conquered peoples. He made significant efforts to improve the lives of Babylonian residents, such as returning displaced populations to their homelands and restoring temples and places of worship. Notably, Cyrus collaborated with the Jewish people by returning sacred items from the Jerusalem temple that had been taken to Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar II. Years earlier, the cylinder's inscriptions detail these humanitarian policies, quoting Cyrus as saying, "I returned to these sacred cities on the other side of the Tigris, the sanctuaries of which had been in ruins for a long time, along with the images that used to dwell within them, and I re-established them as permanent sanctuaries. I also gathered all their former inhabitants and returned them to their homes." This approach sets Cyrus apart from many of his predecessors, whose rule was often characterized by oppression and cruelty. Despite his monumental achievements, little is known about the final years of Cyrus' life, leaving a sense of mystery surrounding the end of one of history's most remarkable leaders. After establishing a vast empire that stretched from Asia Minor to the Middle East, Cyrus encountered challenges and conflicts on his eastern borders. Herodotus wrote that he died in a battle against the Massate, a nomadic people who lived beyond the Jaxartes River. The story goes that the queen of these people beheaded Cyrus in revenge for her son's death. Another Persian historian argues that Cyrus was killed while trying to repress a revolt by the Dervises, another nomadic people from Central Asia. These different accounts only add to the mystery surrounding the emperor's death. He was buried in Pasargada, with his cloak, weapons, and jewels by his side. The tomb of Cyrus was unearthed by archaeologists and is considered an important historical site in Iran to this day. Following Cyrus' death, his son Cambyses II ascended the throne. He went on to conquer and expand the Persian Empire even further, following in his father's footsteps. Therefore, even after his history, Cyrus left a durable legacy that shaped not only the Persian Empire, but also the history of humanity. If you enjoyed learning more about the history of this emperor, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.